Greetings, George Bruno, also known as the Sultan of Silver here, with an unscripted review and demonstration of a couple things for handlebar mustaches. So one of the things I like to do in the morning is I use a flat top comb to comb my beard. I like the long teeth. It creates a long, sleek look and actually lengthens your beard. And then as far as mustache, I like YS Park. See this? It's a 7.5 inch comb. It's got the very thin teeth and the wide teeth. Best combs I've ever had in my life. And I usually just part the mustache like this. Like that. I never had a handlebar mustache. I always kind of like just brought the ends to a little point, but I never had enough to twirl. And I'm not a twirler, I'm more of a handlebar guy. So one of the things is when you put in the mustache wax, if you put on your blow dryer and aim in the direction that you want it to go, it'll spread the wax to the end. And I usually bring the comb out, bring it out like that. So you want the mustache wax or product to go all the way to the ends. And yes, you can do it with just your fingers. I find that if you heat it up a little bit, it kind of softens it, emulsifies it, and it allows it to go to the ends a little bit easier. So you kind of get a more handlebar look during the day. A lasting handlebar look without constantly, without me doing that, every second that my hands are free, I find myself doing this. And this is the only way that I can keep the mustache out of my mouth when I'm eating or anything like that. The other thing, this is pretty interesting. This is a rotating, heating spin brush. I use it to soften beards, to straighten beards, to straighten hair on men and women. I find that it's particularly useful on beards and handlebar mustaches. So I'm going to turn it on, like that. Then it's got these two. Now watch the brush. See, it spins in different directions. So I can do this, and it heats up. This is a ceramic barrel, so the negative ions close the cuticle, they smooth the hair. It's hairdresser talk. And just go to the very end, like that. So what I just did was the equivalent of brushing my hair like 50 times in that direction. A great look for beards, let me turn this off, a great look for beards is when you're a little slimmer here and you have most of your length in like the goatee area. Like, nobody ever compliments a wide beard. Hey, nice wide beard you got there. Usually it's length that we're going for. Most guys anyways. Who have to operate in the white collar world, in the professional world. It's real important. So what I do is, here we go. And I will smooth down the beard like that. Watch. See that? I've used mine to straighten out the beard a little bit. I find my beard is straighter as I've gotten older, and especially since I lost the pigment, since I turned white. I used to have a very curly beard, but it just seems like the curl left when it turned white. So, a couple little tricks for handlebarring, for straightening out the beard a little bit. YS Park combs, the absolute best in the business. This little comb is about $14. It will last you a lifetime. I use this for every haircut on every single client. I've invested in these. They're not throwaway combs. They're fantastic for getting through any knots, any hard stuff with the wide teeth. And then you can smooth it out then with the narrow teeth. See that? It's really nice. Part it, and then handlebar it. If you're a twirler, go for it, man. I've never done that. I might do it. But I don't know if you can see that. It turned out pretty good. So this is George Bruno, also known as the Sultan of Silver. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it.